How's it going today, everyone? This is KaijuFanatic, your host, bringing you a literal brand new figure review. Today we're looking at the Mondo San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Cherry Blossom glow-in-the-dark Rodan 1964 and Mothra Larva set. Let's not waste any damn time. Dive right in and see if this Cherry Blossom Mondo is worth adding into your collection. Before we dive in the figure, I actually thought that we might want to look at the box. The box art here on the front is absolutely gorgeous. Got this beautiful art of Mothra and Rodan flying through the sky with Rodan, Mondo, Godzilla. No 70th anniversary or 69th anniversary. On the side we have Rodan in kanji. On the back we've just got some wings with collector's model. This isn't a toy. Sculpt by Hector. Paint by Hector. Yeah, Hector just does an amazing job with these. Soft vinyl, even though this is a pretty hard vinyl figure. This side is the same as the other. Top is Rodan. Bottom is kind of the legal jargon. And a UPC, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, it's a recyclable box. So if you're not a box keeper, recycle it. All right, so looking at the Mondo Rodan, let's take Mothra off for a second and just take a look at this beautiful figure. I'm impressed. The aesthetic of this is absolutely gorgeous. The colors, the highlights. We've got many, many colors here. So we have the main pink, the Cherry Blossom pink / red that they've been doing. They have the gold, which they've been doing. And on this release, green and almost kind of like purpley green highlights throughout the figure. It's super, super detailed. I love the way the eyes look with the green. He's got the little beak horns, that mouth, big old mouth. Awesome silhouette. Awesome. That is a wonderful Rodan silhouette. Down the back here, even the back has paint. Take that, Bandai. You can see this is the normal colors, the pink and the gold. Look at all this crisp detail on this sculpt. The tail mostly left unpainted with some of the purple-ish, the darker pink maybe. I like this, the gold towards the bottom. No paint here. This is all the clear vinyl, the glow-in-the-dark vinyl. Then we got more highlights on the arms with more detail. Down the sides, it's even on the back of the legs, the horns. The feet have the Mondo and legal stuff. Then you flip it to the front, gold, 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 and more gold, purple, purple, purple. Oh my God. And then unpainted wings again, but there is a ton of detail in this. Look at that. Look at the way it shines. Absolutely gorgeous. I am intensely in love with this sculpt and this paint job. Hector, man, you killed it. You killed it, my friend. You've killed it. This is, I mean, this and Space Godzilla are easily the best so far. And we already know a Gabra set is incoming. And who knows what else? Rumors, but nothing confirmed quite yet. All right, let's hop over and look at the Mothra. Also, this is definitely not future Tanner, or past Tanner, but this figure does have a little bit of articulation. The head rotates. Probably could go 100, or, 360, but why? Why? Yeah, it rotates to get him looking off to the side. Or looking back on his buddy, on his back. All right, so looking at the Mothra is actually different. It takes the green highlights that the Rodan kind of has, and the Mothra itself is actually mostly green with a gold stripe down the back. Pretty nice figure. It does have some kind of like hair, like little sculpt issues on mine at least. This isn't going to be a consistent thing, which is a little disappointing, but it's not too terribly bad. There's the purple for the Rodan highlights. More gold, gold and green. This is a beautiful little mini accessory. And thankfully, this wasn't sculpted on. This is actually a magnet that magnetizes to Rodan. So here in the back, it's got a little extra weight. Take this, boom, magnet. It shakes, but it doesn't feel like it wants to come off. That's a pretty good sign. In fact, I would say that's a very great sign. And here's the two together. It's pretty nice. I kind of wish Rodan, or not Rodan, I wish Mothra sat a little bit more up on the shoulder. But it's not too shabby. I still like it. You still see her, and it's incredible. These two look epic. All right, so I did want to, oops. Let's lower this a little bit more. I did want to make an extra cut just to show. So the balancing on this figure is something I noticed that's kind of weird. So the feet, as you can see, don't actually lay flat on the table. They are supported by the wingtips, which isn't a bad thing, but it's also not the greatest thing when you consider that the wingtips are painted. So the more you set this down hard, the more chances it's likely that the gold paint will start chipping, start going away, and it kind of gives Rodan like a slight lean back. Like, that's if the feet were laying flat. He still sits on his heels, but he's definitely sitting on the tips of his wings, like a Muto. Interesting choice. So I wanted to do a little something extra before you got into the glow-in-the-dark. I just wanted to show this figure in a little bit of different lighting. So this is my big lights at 100, 50, 20, and I normally take it a few steps down just to give you guys that actual color it is, rather than the blown out white. But I also wanted to give it a few extra seconds to charge, because the second I hit the power button, we're hopefully gonna see this glow. Are you guys ready? Wow. That is very, very impressive. I love this glow. This is gorgeous. This is how you do a glow, Mondo. Thank you guys for improving. I love the way that the color hides it, which is the actual problem of most of the other glow Mondo exclusives, is that the paint actually hides the glow. It can't shine through. But here, you can see it's starting to get darker because it has been kind of sitting a little bit. But if you let this thing charge in the sun for like half a day, this thing is going to be absolutely impressive. I'm telling you guys, I am beyond excited to get this out in the sun. And I'm actually not going to include that in this review, because I'm just that thoroughly impressed with the LED lights that I don't think it needs to sit out in the sun. I think this, kind of like the Space Godzilla did for a little bit, gets a thumbs up on the glow. Now, we just got to hope that it actually survives, because that's the other thing I've noticed, is that the others, well, we'll get to that in the Cherry Blossom Mondo comparison video. Speaking of comparisons, for size comparisons, I obviously had to compare it next to its 2023, at least revealed partner, Space Godzilla, showing that although this Rodan is pretty big, the Space Godzilla is still way bigger and chunkier even. For the final Mondo Cherry Blossom comparison, here's the 84, which is the first release by Mondo, with Hedorah, of course. If the Showa Godzillas are about this scale, this is actually a really good looking size comparison. But if you guys want to see the rest of the Mondo Cherry Blossoms up next to this Rodan, I will be doing a video at some point within the next few weeks comparing all 6 Cherry Blossom Mondo releases thus far, getting us ready for what will probably be one of the absolute most insane years of molds yet. I'm telling you guys, whatever is coming, it's gonna be big. We don't know nothing, but it's gonna be crazy. Looking at some of the other pink-ish colored figures in my collection, here's the M1 GMK video lottery exclusive Baragon, and I love the way that these two look to each other. It looks like they're going in for a high five. Last year's monumental release, this is the glow-in-the-dark pink and purple GMK M1 Godzilla, and as a teaser, once again, for that Mondo release, because we're going to be looking at other glowies besides the Mondo, Mondo still has a little bit of work to do. Finally, for one of the most standout pieces I bought last year, here's the Marusan 350 G-Store Popstar variant exclusive Hedorah, which is mixed with a ton of pinks, purples, and silvers. I just love these two next to each other as well. Man, a review that was supposed to be plagued with negativity frustration with Mondo's shipping situation, which I will mention very briefly. I paid for the more expensive shipping, and Mondo decided to ship it with DHL, and then it sat in Missouri for 4 days, not including a holiday. So this could have been here last year. But despite that really big frustration, I've got to be honest, this figure just won me. I went in expecting to give this figure a slightly lower rating because of the whole shipping thing, and although I still am frustrated and confused at why Mondo would do such a weird way to ship this figure, I will give them credit. This figure is a fantastic release. Is it perfect? Not quite. The glow, although a huge improvement, as shown with the M1 GMK, is still not quite as bright as it should be. And I think that just knocks it down just a little. Just a little. As you can see here with the scores, I'm still very, very impressed. The paint and sculpt are easy 10s. It's just incredible, but the gimmick of this figure is to be a glowy. And although it does glow better than all of the other Mondo figures combined, it's just not quite where it needs to be yet, and I think this year they're gonna get it. Which, 4 years into the thing, kind of ridiculous, but Mondo, I'll give you a bone because this Rodan is freaking awesome. So its gimmick is a 9. Its glow is a 9, but everything else is a 10. This is an actual legitimate near perfect figure. When it comes to figure of the year in the Sofubi scales at the end of 2024, I'm telling you, this figure, at least a variation of this figure, will still be in the running, just like Space Godzilla. I'm telling you guys. And that's not counting all the other crazy shit that Mondo has coming out this year. We've got Aztec Godzillas, we've got Attack Peter Mecha Godzillas, we have the Gabra set with Godzilla, Minya, and Gabra, and we don't know if that's getting color variants or not yet. And then there's still at least minimally 2 regular Sofubi releases, just like this Rodan and Space Godzilla, that have yet to be teased and have yet to be revealed. So there's a lot coming from Mondo. I'm going to be keeping my eye on them, and we're definitely going to be getting a lot here in the next 2 or 3 months, if things aren't delayed. So that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm in love with this Rodan. Hopefully you guys are too. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, rock on, stay safe. Remember to go to the links down below in the description. Follow my friends, join the Facebook groups there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Rodan, Mothra, and I signing out. Well, flying out.